That'll likely get copyrighted. Alrighty. Let's see. Testing, testing. Alrighty, so it looks like we're all good to go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel today, and today we have episode 17 of the Giants franchise. Today I got on my Giants beanie. I know you can't see it, but it just came in the mail. I'm very excited. We're playing the Cowboys in this final game. We can have Lorenzo Carter back in. Let's do that. Cool, he's already in there. This is the possibility of us making the playoffs as of right now is very low. I will say that much. Let's go on over to the NFC, because the Falcons right now have the 7th seed, and then there's the Seahawks and Panthers ahead of them, or behind them. So, which we need to hope that they lose. We don't have the tiebreaker of the Seahawks, which is a big deal, so that's already kind of a no. And then there's the Panthers. We haven't played them. The Eagles, I think, have a tiebreaker over us, and then the Bucks. So it's almost impossible for us to make it in. I think there might be a slim chance. I think if teams get ties or something like that, there might be a possibility, but other than that, it's looking pretty rough. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and get this game started against the Cowboys. Play some sort of spoiler, kind of shake up the playoff tree a little bit, but and this is going to be a good game to kind of see what should we do in this off season. Because we're definitely gonna have to do a lot of reworking with contracts and stuff like that, because we're looking pretty rough on cap space at the moment. So we definitely need to kind of take a look at that this off season. Looking back on it, there was a couple games that I really wish we would have capitalized a little bit more on, just because it was like we could have easily been in the playoffs at the moment, but we just couldn't capitalize on everything. But here we are nonetheless. Let's skip that. Final game of the season. We're going to start off by kicking the ball off. Sounds good to me. In real life, the Giants actually won this game. But yeah, so pretty much you're going to take a knee here. They're going to start off at the 25. So all we got to do today is just find some way to disrupt them. As you can see here, Prescott's actually having a really good season so far. Past the 3,000 mark. A really good TD to interception ratio on that. In that last game, I do remember DeAndre Baker really kind of taking over for the defense and grabbing those 2 picks, and then Julian Love's pick 6 really helped us win that game against the Ravens, which very well may have shaken up the AFC playoffs. Ezekiel Elliott's going to get a first down there. Amari Cooper's injured on the play. It looks like he got up just fine, but he might need to sit out for a few plays. First and 10 here. Dak Prescott's going to take the snap. He's looking to pass. He's going to find his tight end right over the middle. As I believe that's Dalton Schultz. He's going to find for a first down. Sorry, that's Blake Jarwin.
First down, Dallas.
He's going to dump it off to Michael Gallup here, who's going to get about a gain of 8.
Complete to Michael Gallup. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's just going to hand it off to Ezekiel Elliott here, who has all the time in the world, who's going to get to the 29-yard line. And that's just is what's going to kill us if we just keep letting him get those yards. We just can't have that. As Ezekiel Elliott's going to take the carry here, and he's going to get only a gain of a few, but there's a flag on the play, likely going to be face mask. Oh no, it's going to be holding. We'll definitely accept that. It's going to be on CeeDee Lamb, making it 1st and 17. Instead of 2nd and 7. This brings him to just outside field goal range. As Elliott's going to take the carry here, he's going to get 6, making it 2nd and 11. So essentially we gain 5 yards out of that. As we're just going to dump it off to CeeDee Lamb here, who is going to get a gain of 7, making it 3rd and 4. 3rd and 5, sorry. As it looks like CeeDee Lamb has gotten an X factor. Maybe not necessarily an X factor, but a star player badge. As he's going to try finding CeeDee here, as he does, and he's going to get down to the 13-yard line. As it looks like CeeDee Lamb is just going to really just kind of catch anything he wants against this defense, because he is just that talented. They're going to fake They're going to fake the pass here and hand it off to Ezekiel Elliott, and he's going to get a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to be picked off here by Julian Love, as he's going to have a little bit of room here. Not a lot, but he's going to get to the 29-yard line, as that's his he has back-to-back interceptions in these past two in these past 2 games. He's had an interception. So Colin Kaepernick's going to take over now, as this has not really been his best year statistically, but there's also been a lot of things where it's just kind of hasn't been his fault, and throwing him into a system that desperately needed help definitely didn't help either. So we're going to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley here, who's going to get a 1st down and get us to the 44-yard line. And it looks like Saquon is hungry this game.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 44. Kaepernick's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off. To get a gain of about 5 on the play.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 here. Kaepernick's going to take the snap. He's going to toss it on out to Saquon Barkley, who's going to have a bunch of room, who's going to make a juke here, and he's not going to quite get that defender, and he's going to get tackled at the 40, but that's still enough for a 1st down, as Saquon, I believe, is up to about 40 yards now on the day. Barkley's going to get the handoff yet again, as they're really just kind of relying on him this drive. That's going to take him to the 36-yard line. That will bring him to 35 yards on the day, and that will end the first quarter for us. Wow, I am just not speaking properly today. My bad, guys. It's now going to be 2nd and 6 from the 36-yard line. We're going to hand the ball off to Saquon again, and he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield for a loss of 3.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
It's going to be 3rd and 9 here from the 39-yard line. We have to first of all, hopefully get a 1st down, but if not, get into field goal range. So it looks like Kaepernick's going to have to scramble here, as he's going to throw it out to Evan Ingram, and he's going to miss the mark. And that's going to be an incomplete pass, as it looks like this Dallas defense has gotten a stop and avoided any points against them on that turnover. And that punt looks like it will go right out of the end zone, and that will take them out to the 20-yard line. As of right now, the Cowboys are in the playoffs. They're just kind of looking for what spot they will be getting. If they win, I believe they stay at the 3rd seed. If not, they move to a slightly different one. So they're going to hand it off to Ezekiel Elliott here, who's going to get absolutely hammered by Jabril Peppers there for a gain of 5. I think they're looking at either the second or third seed as of right now. Right now they're looking at the third, but if they were to win, so they're just going to dump it off to CD Lamb here, who's going to get tackled after he picks up a gain of 10 and enough for the first down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. As Prescott's going to take the snap here, he's just going to hand it off to Ezekiel Elliott, who is going to get a gain of 3 on the play. So it looks like these teams are definitely going to be relying a little bit more on the run for each, rather than just relying on the pass, which he's going to fumble the ball here as we're going to pick it up as Blake Martinez recovers the fumbles. That's Jabril Pepper's first forced fumble on the day. And this defense is really showing that they have some potential behind them. It's just we need to put the pieces together. That was a fumble by Blake Jarwin as Kaepernick's going to come out and lead this offense yet again. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line now, as we're starting off with a really great field position here, as we're going to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley, who's going to not quite make the defender miss, as that will be a gain of 1. It's going to be 2nd and 9 now from the 41-yard line, as we're going to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley here, who's going to break off a tackler, and he's going to get the first down. Or not quite the first down, as we're going to say he got just shy of it, making it 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches here. We're going to hand the ball off to Saquon yet again, as he's going to get the first down with ease, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's 1st and 10 now from the 27-yard line, as we have 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Kaepernick's going to be forced to roll out here, as he's just going to have to take it himself, and he's going to get a gain of about 3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line. Kaepernick's going to take the snap here, as he's going to try to find Evan Ingram, and he will do just that, as that's going to be a touchdown for the Giants, and we will take the lead with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. It's exactly what we want to see. We want to be able to capitalize on those, as Catanzaro is going to miss the extra point, which is a very rare thing to see. But we still take the lead nonetheless, as we've had back-to-back drives on defense forcing a turnover, which is also a very rare thing to see. So we're playing an all-around solid game of football today, as Pollard's going to take it out here, and he's going to get to the 27-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line with 1:46 left to go, as they're going to try to put together their best 2-minute drill here, as they're going to dump it off to their tight end. That will be just shy of a first down marker, as it's now 2nd and inches. And they do have their 3 timeouts to work with, as they're going to try getting their tight end again, and they do, and that's going to bring them to the 45-yard line. So it looks like they're just going no huddle on this, as they're going to just yet again dump it off to Blake Jarwin. He's going to get a decent chunk of yardage there. It looks like a gain of about 9 on the play. Looking like they're moving, but they're going to call a timeout here, as it looks like they are trying to put together a few plays for these final, oh my goodness, these final seconds of this first half. And that's going to be picked off by Blake Martinez here, as that was just a really terribly thrown ball, as just like that, that's going to be the 3rd drive where we have gotten a turnover in our favor. Kaepernick's going to take the snap here. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to try to find his receiver here, as he will do just that, as that's Darius Slayton on the catch there. That'll get us into Dallas territory, as we'll just call a timeout here, and we are looking to put some more points on the board. We will be getting the ball to start off the second half as well, so that's really good if we can put some points on the board here. So Kaepernick's just going to take it himself here, and he will slide, and that will get him to the 34-yard line, and that's going to make it a 2nd and 2. We're going to have to call a timeout here because it took way too much time off the clock there, as it's now 8 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and we are we're pushing it for field goal range, but we are there, as we're going to find Darius Slayton maybe again, and that's going to be picked off by the cornerback. That is Clinton Dix on the interception, which they have gotten their first turnover of the game, as they are just going to take a knee and end this half, which is probably smart, and that will take us to the second half, where we will actually receive it, which is good because we really need to stack up points against this Dallas team. Corey Ballantyne is back to receive it for the first time today, as he's going to get a little shifty move in there, and that's going to take us to the 27-yard line, as that, I believe, is his best on the season.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Kaepernick's going to take the snap here. He's going to hand it off to Saquon Barkley, and he's going to make Vander Esch miss, and that will be a gain of 2.
Barkley, the ball carrier. Jamarcus Lawrence on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Kaepernick's going to take the snap here, as he's going to roll out to the right as he's just going to dump it off to his wide receiver here, Darius Slayton, who's going to get a gain of about a gain of about 7 on the play. It's 3rd and 1 here, as the Giants are looking like they're stacking the box here, as we're going to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley, who will not quite get enough for the first down by the looks of it, but they actually still give it to us, as that will be a first down. 1st and 10 here. We're going to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley, as we had no room there, as he's going to lose 2 on the play, making it a 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 12 here. We're going to dump it off to Saquon here on the screenplay, as he's going to try to get as many yards as possible, and he will get a gain of about 8 on the play.
Complete to Saquon Barkley.
Sorry, gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
Wayne Gallman is now in the backfield, as we're going to take the snap here, and Kaepernick's going to have to roll yet again, as he's going to try to find Evan Ingram here, and he does just that, and he hangs on to the ball, and that'll take us to the 39-yard line, as this offense is moving.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We're going to fake the pass here, so we're going to hand it off to Saquon, who finds a little tiny hole, and he'll get a gain of 4 rather than getting swallowed up in the backfield.
Tyrone Crawford on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Kaepernick's going to take the snap it and give the handoff to Saquon Barkley, who's going to make a defender miss, but he's going to get smacked by the Cowboys defender, but he'll still get a first down. Wayne Gallman's in the backfield now, as it's 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Kaepernick's going to take the snap, and he's actually going to hand the ball off to Wayne Gallman here, who will get a gain of about 8 on the play. So it looks like we're going to take these last few seconds off this 3rd quarter, as that's exactly what we want to do, as that will be the end of the 3rd quarter, as the Cowboys offense did not see the field at all that whole quarter, and we are still a little bit out from the end zone, so it can take maybe possibly up to a minute off. Second and 3 here from the 12-yard line. Going to hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley here, who will get a gain of about 3 and enough for the first down, as just like that we are looking at a 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Sorry, as we are trying to take as much time off the clock as possible. As Saquon's going to find a hole here again, as he can't quite get tackled, but he will get a gain of 2 in the end result.
Tackled at the 7-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 7-yard line here. We're going to hand the ball off to Saquon, as he's going to get a good chunk of about 5 on the play, as that'll make it 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
As we're already taking 2 minutes off of this 4th quarter, and we're going to hand the ball off to Saquon yet again, who will not quite get there. He'll get to the 1-yard line, and we really do need points, because that'll assure us at least a 2-score game. And I am honestly quite fine with that, because if we don't get it here, if they go down and score a touchdown, take up all the time, and they're looking at the lead and possibly even win the game. So we're just going to kick the field goal here. Good from Catanzaro, as we're going to take a 9-0 lead. Normally I would have gone for it had this been a couple of weeks ago, but now that we're not really fighting for much, I really want to play spoiler to the Cowboys, their playoff bracket, so that way they might have to play a different team that could make them lose. As Catanzaro looks like he's going to be involved in on the tackle there, and he's going to get to the 33-yard line, and that's where Dallas will start with 3.5 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter. Kaepernick's going to try to find his tight end here, and he does that, and he's going to get smacked out of bounds, and that'll be a gain of about 4 on the play. This clock is still ticking, and the Cowboys really need to not take their time on this, as they're going to dump it off to their tight end yet again for another 1st down, as Jarwin looks like he's a receiver today. And Dak Prescott has completed all of his passes. Funny enough, it's just 2 to the other team. He's going to find Amari Cooper there for the 1st down, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. And if I'm being honest, if they do score, I'd rather they didn't. But if they do, we still have enough time to. Or we have the capability of running out the clock. Prescott's going to have all the time in the world, because this is an elite offensive line. He's going to scramble on out to the right. He's going to find Michael Gallup, and that will be a gain of about 7.
Prescott's pass complete to Michael Gallup.
Prescott's going to get hurried here. He's going to shrug off a defender. He's going to try throwing it here, and he will not complete that, as that'll be his first true incomplete pass of the day. He's going to find Amari Cooper there, and that's going to take him down to the 6-yard line. So they really need to hurry up here, because any second that they leave for us is not good for them, as that's going to be a touchdown for the Cowboys. And I'm really glad that I did get that field goal, because this will put us up by 2. That is if Greg Zuerlein makes this here, and he will do just that. That's going to make it a 9-7 ball game, and we just need to take every. Oh boy, let's go onside. We're going to recover it anyway, and we're just going to fall down. Do not celebrate. That's a way to fumble the ball, and that will have us start at the 48-yard line, as we just need to take every second off possible here. As we're going to hand the ball off to Saquon, who's going to get a gain of, I think he actually lost a yard there. He did. So, and then that, just like that, Dallas is going to call their first timeout of this half, and we're looking at a 2nd and 11. Saquon Barkley is going to get the ball here, and he's going to get a gain of about 2, making it 3rd and 9. The Cowboys defense needs to get a stop here, because if they don't, then we're looking at the ball game. Kaepernick's going to take the snap here. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to try to find his receiver, and he will not find him, as that is going to be an incomplete pass. as this defense needs to get a stop now, unless we decide to go for it, and I think that's probably our best bet. Actually, no, because if we don't get it, then they get really good field position, because a field goal will win it. We really don't need that. We're just going to punt it away here. Hopefully we can pin him deep. And that was just a really bad punt, as that's going to go out. Well, not that bad. It went out at the 16-yard line, as Dallas has 43 seconds to go down and score at least a field goal with a timeout as well. So that's really just not looking too good for us. As Prescott's going to find his tight end here, who's going to get the ball. He's going to get to the 36-yard line, as they're going to hurry up here, as they really just have been clicking this quarter, as they're going to just dump it off to Ezekiel Elliott here, who's going to get to the 42, and they're going to hurry it up again, and that's going to bring it down to 10 seconds, and they're going to call a timeout, as they just need about 10-ish yards is really all they need. 10-15 yards, because they're saying the 42-yard line is their line's kind of range. They're just going to dump it off here to Ezekiel Elliott, and just like that, I believe that's going to wrap it up here, as they will not be able to snap the ball in time, as that will win us the game, and we are going to be a 500 team, as we were struggling to get back to there all season, but we do, and we will finish 8-8 on the season. I don't believe we made the playoffs, even though it kind of seemed like all the teams we needed to lose were losing, but there was just too many factors of like, oh, if they lose, then this other team has the advantage over us, and I don't know what the hell's going on there. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'd say player of the game goes to probably Julian Love on defense, probably Julian Love on defense, especially getting his second interception there. We only threw the ball 8 total times, which is kind of impressive. I think that's a low, probably for his career and for the season as well. Barkley doing his thing. I believe he had over, not quite, but he did have over 80 total all-purpose yards. Blake Jarwin really kind of was eating us up there. CeeDee Lamb got a couple key catches for him. But yeah, I'd probably have to say Saquon was our player of the game on offense. Yeah, I mean, it was a solid game all around. Defensively, we kind of just did our thing. Jabril Peppers with 7 total tackles. Let's see, 1 forced fumble. And then the interceptions, we have Blake Martinez, his first on the season. Julian Love's first, or his second of the season. He got one last game and then won this game. All around, just a great game. I'm definitely not mad at it. There's a couple opportunities that we could have been better at. Xavier McKinney with 6 total tackles. There's definitely a few places where we could have been better on, but I mean, overall, I was pretty happy with it. Catanzaro missing that 1 extra point. I mean, overall, I was pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and exit out of this game and see what's popping. The off season will be the next episode, and that will be a full episode. It'll be however long, but we're gonna go step by step and just kind of work our way through the off season. All right, we have these last guys. I'm just gonna let them auto upgrade that. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's scout as well. Actually, I think I can still have those points next week. And I highly doubt that we made it in, but you never know. So it looks like we did not make it in, but it was still, we turned it around for sure towards the end of the season, even though it looks like they're giving the Eagles the upper hand on us in the division. But either way, we really turned it around towards the end of the season. Definitely happy about that. Overall, there was a lot of ups and downs throughout the season. As you can see here, Go regular season. We started off 2-0 because we whooped on the Steelers, and then we won in overtime against the Bears, and we lost against the Niners, and it just kind of piled up here. We had that stretch of 6 games in a row that we lost. Should have beat the Buccaneers. The Eagles was kind of an iffy one. The football team game was also iffy because we had the lead going into the half, and the Cowboys just dominated us. And then after we lost to the Buccaneers, we beat the football team 24-21. Then we beat the Eagles with the risky 2-point play. We beat the Bengals. We lost to the Seahawks. That one was just kind of a hard game anyway to begin with. We beat the Cardinals. We lost to the Browns, and we beat the Ravens, and we beat the Cowboys. I'd probably have to say the most spectacular game was probably, honestly, I'd have to say the football team game, because just 6 episodes of just a loss just kept adding up. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really know what to do, because it's like everything I tried, it seemed like it kept failing on me. And then just that feeling of success against the football team, even though they only won 2 total games that whole year, one against us. I was really just kind of happy to just see a win, you know, and it just seemed like we kind of really turned around, because we were 3-6, and then we went 5-2 to end the season. So I'm really happy about that, because we went 1-6 for a 7-game stretch, and then 2, and then we won the first 2. So I'm really happy about that. But with that being said, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one, which will be the off-season special video, which will it'll be a lot longer than your standard video, but I'll break it down in that episode. But with that being said, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.